Good morning, guys. Today I'm going to try to get my Thorogood boots back in shape. These are the boots that I wore during our flood episode last week, and I was knee-deep in water, and these boots obviously got soaked through and through. So let me show you what it looks like up here by the trailer. The amount of mud that has come through here from the wash is unbelievable. It took about 4 days for them to completely dry out, and so I'm going to see now if I can recondition them. I hope they didn't shrink so much that I can't get my foot in, but to soften up this leather and protect it using a product called Blackrock Leather N Rich. And I was sent this by the company free of charge. Cost about $10 for this jar to do a review. I did solicit it. I did contact them. I've always used another product called Obenoffs in the past. And Obenoffs is a great product. It tended to leave the boots a little greasy and waxy for my taste, but it's a great weatherproofing and waterproofing product. So I'm going to see how this does as far as bringing these boots back into shape. So according to the instructions, you're supposed to clean the boots using a soft bristle brush. This is 100% horsehair. The flood waters did pretty much the job of taking all the dirt off the surface. They probably haven't been this clean since they were brand new. I'm just going to follow the instructions, give this a quick once over. Actually, the instructions say the first thing you should do is remove the laces. And there's still quite a bit of dirt in here, so I'll hit this with the brush. Now this boot cream I saw advertised on Facebook, and they showed taking an old pair of work boots and bringing them, I don't want to say bringing them back to life, well, brought it back to life. Didn't make them look new. They still had a patina on them from being an older boot, but the leather, the scuffs, and things like this were all darkened down and certainly made much more presentable. So I'm hoping that'll do the same for these Thorogoods. I ended up wearing them during the flood because I had no other choice. It's the only pair of boots I have right now. Okay. Use your fingertips. Apply a very small amount of Blackrock evenly, allowing it to penetrate the entire article. Then take a paper towel and rub the entire article, lifting out dirt and excess Blackrock. Buff with a polishing brush and shine with a cloth to a high luster. But the thing I noticed right away is that when you smell it, it's got this really familiar smell of going into a leather shop. Here, take a smell. If you can see the consistency, it's very creamy. So I'm not going for the inconspicuous. I'm just going for the conspicuous right up front. Let's just do it. So it goes on real easy. And I'm going to make sure that I get it into the laces or into the stitching as well. Now, right now, all it's doing is really just darkening down the leather and bringing the color back. This is definitely a different product than Obenoffs. Obenoffs is so thick and waxy, it's almost like putting on paraffin or putting on a candle wax. Now, these two products, Obenoffs and this Blackrock leather conditioner, they may be designed for completely different uses. The Obenoffs might be more of a waterproofing, and this is more of a conditioner for a fine leather. Not really sure. I do like the way it goes on. But again, what it's really doing is adding moisture back to the leather. Well, one thing's for sure, it goes on easy. Just bring in the previous boot just for comparison purposes. Allow it to penetrate. Doesn't say how long that penetration time is going to take. I'm going for it. Check that out. It said rubbing this is going to take off the excess product and lift dirt. And I'll tell you what, it's doing it. Look at that. And honestly, I thought the boots looked clean. Oh, I'm liking this. Now, these boots had really been, I mean, they had been abused. Digging ditches, kicking fence posts, all kinds of stuff. And I got to show you something here. I mean, this is just, when I just do a side-by-side comparison with the before and after, especially in the areas that haven't been abused, boy, I mean, it makes it look beautiful. And he's not paying me for this. He sent me a $10 jar of this stuff. And all he did was he had a nice little handwritten note that said, "Hope you like it." And it's a small family-owned business. Where are they located out of? Nashville, Tennessee. I like that, too. I'm really getting into the Buy America, even if it costs a couple bucks more. I'm looking for things made in America. It's not always possible, unfortunately. But if it's possible, that's what we're doing. So cosmetically, it makes them look nice. You can see, though, I mean, the stains and the scuffed areas, like along here, along the toe, they just darkened way down. I mean, it gives it a nice patina, makes it look good. And the leather, it doesn't feel, it has a little bit of drag on it. I mean, it's not quite as smooth. Like if I were to compare just rubbing this, you can feel that there's a product on the surface that's going to add some protection to it. It doesn't, your finger doesn't slide along quite as easily, but that may be just a question of buffing it a little more too. Before and after. So I'm going to drip some water on it. I want to see if it is water repellent. And honestly, it does not appear to be quite as water repellent as Obenauf's. Obenauf's would bead up the water. And here I can see it soaking in. So I've managed to recondition the leather, add some oils back to it, but this is definitely not a waterproofing product. So this may be something that's better suited for finer boots or for boots that aren't going to see quite the amount of intense work that these are going to see. I do want to thank Blackrock for sending it to me, and I think it's a great product. It's going to be a great product for the right application. I could see this being used on purses, on leather wallets, holsters, sheaths for knives. In fact, hold on a second. So I'm just going to see how it works on the sheath. Now, it's not in the worst shape, obviously, but the leather's old. This is probably 50 years old also. So I'm just going to put this on. I put enough on the front to do both sides, probably. See, now this leather is a little finer. It hasn't been abused. It's got a little more of a smooth surface to it than my boot. And as a result, I can see a nice shine to it. I don't know if you're able to see it, but it's making it look real nice. And that's it, guys. Pretty nice knife, too, huh? A friend of my dad's made this for him. His name was Troy. Isn't that funny how you remember things? Anyways, okay, guys. So, Blackrock Leather N Rich. This is a 4-ounce jar, and I believe it's about $10 plus shipping. I will leave the link in the description below. I want to thank Blackrock for sending this product to me. And guys, if you have any questions about anything that's going on here, just leave them in the comment box below, and we'll catch you in the next video.